What if I told you that right now a teeny startup, not even 3 years old, is quietly killed the Google empire? Imagine a world where one company decides what you see, what you read, and what you believe. For over 2 decades, Google has not just organized the world's information, it shaped them. But now a new player entered in the game. One that does not want to show you the links, it wants to give you the answers. A company backed by Jeff Bezos, built by just 4 engineers, is now challenging a 25-year-old Google empire. This is not ChatGPT, this is not another AI chatbot hype. This is Perplexity AI. They call it the answer engine. But deep inside Silicon Valley, people whisper something else. They say it's the machine that could end the Google empire. This is how curiosity becomes rebellion. So let's get started. The year was 1998. Internet was totally chaos. A wild ocean of pages, links and noise. Finding anything felt like searching for a single drop in a digital sea. And then 2 students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, had a radical idea. Instead of ranking pages by keywords, what if we rank them by importance? They called it PageRank. And in that single formula, they built the foundation of a $1 trillion empire. Google was not just a website, it became the compass of the digital age. A map that told humanity where to go, what to read and what to trust. But soon that map became the territory. Google did not just show the internet, it becomes the internet. What started as a mission to organize the world's information turned into something else. Something profitable, something addictive. By the year 2000, they launched AdWords. It did not just change marketing, it changed the truth. Every question became an opportunity, every click became $1. By 2010, Google was no longer a search engine, it was the gatekeeper of reality, deciding what billions of people saw, believed and buy. When you type the best shoes under budget, you don't get the truth. You get whoever paid the most in AdWords. The world wanted answers, but Google gave them ads. The internet became the maze of manipulation, clickbait became currency, and we, the users, become the product. For 25 years, one company shaped what humanity knows. But in that endless loop of noise and profit, something was lost. Curiosity. And then, in 2022, while the world was hypnotized by the ChatGPT and AI hype, a young researcher from OpenAI quietly began working on something else. Something that could fix the internet itself. His name was Arvind Srinivas. And his vision was not to make another chatbot, but to build an answer engine. A machine that does not just find pages, it understands the question. And this is where the story of Perplexity begins. In 2022, Silicon Valley was obsessed with one name, ChatGPT. The world was in shock. AI could write essays, code apps, even mimic emotions. But in the middle of that global noise, one man saw something deeper. His name was Arvind Srinivas, a PhD former researcher at OpenAI, intern at Google Brain. He had seen the heart of modern AI, the code, the chaos, and the limitations. He loved what AI could do, but hated what the internet had become. In his eyes, search was broken. It was not helping people understand, it was feeding them noise. Every time you search, you are not really learning, you are just navigating ads. So, he asked a simple but dangerous question. What if the internet could talk back? In machine learning, Perplexity measures how well a model predicts the next word. For Arvind and his team, that word became a symbol, not just of AI, but of human curiosity itself. He was not alone. The other 3 minds joined him. Danish, the optimization wizard, obsessed with making models faster, smarter and lighter. Johnny, the design perfectionist, who believed technology should feel invisible. Andy, the system architect, co-founder of Databricks, who had already helped shape the backbone of AI infrastructure. 4 engineers and 1 rented workspace. No PR team, no corporate backing. Just sleepless nights and 1 shared obsession to rebuild how humans interact with knowledge. They did not want to search the web anymore. They wanted to understand it. In the late 2022, after months of coding, they released the first internal build, a search engine that could talk like ChatGPT, but cite real sources like Wikipedia. For the first time, you could ask, what's happening in the world today and get an instant source summary. How does quantum computing work? And it would explain like a teacher. Should I buy an EV or hybrid? And it would show data, not opinions. Tech insiders call it the Google killer, a machine that could understand, not just search. In the March 2023, the call came. Investors were watching and they wanting in. Perplexity raised $25.6 million in its Series A, led by Elad Gil, Ned Friedman, former GitHub CEO, and a quite mysterious fund that made everyone raise an eyebrow. Jeff Bezos, through his personal fund, had just backed a 2-year-old startup challenging Google. For Arvind, it was not a validation, it was a pressure. Because now, the war for the future of knowledge had officially begun. Within months, Perplexity went from a small AI experiment to a lightning rod of attention. But behind the hype was a philosophy. Perplexity was not just built to compete, it was built to restore curiosity. They believed technology should help people think, not think for them. And that belief became their rebellion. Every second, lakhs of questions are typed into Google. But behind every search is a person lost in noise. Humans built the internet for knowledge, but it became a marketplace, optimized for profit, not the truth. And then a new sound was heard. It was not Google, it was not Bing. It was Perplexity. Perplexity was not a search engine, it was an answer engine. No scrolling, no ads, just an instant answer. Real, readable, and humanized. You did not have to search anymore. Now you could finally understand. This was not just tech, it was philosophy. The belief that the internet should serve your curiosity, not exploit it. In 2023, the app quietly launched to the public. No celebrity campaign, no press tour. Just one line on their site. Powered by curiosity. Within months, the growth curve was vertical. By early 2024, Perplexity became one of the top 10 productivity apps on iOS, ranking above names like Evernote and Notion. And the media started asking one question: is this the Google killer? In January 2024, Perplexity raised another $73.6 million, led by IBP, with participation from Elad Gil, Nvidia Ventures, and of course, Bezos Expeditions. Total valuation over $500 million. For context, Google was worth less than that during its IPO. The company was not just growing, it was evolving. For the 1990s, it was Google. For the 2020s, it might be Perplexity. For the first time in decades, the internet started to feel like a library again, not a mall. And yet, behind that success, a big story was brewing. Because one name on their investor list carried a shadow. Jeff Bezos, the man who changed how the world shops, had just placed his bet on how the world thinks. Why would the founder of Amazon, a man who built the largest data empire on earth, invest in a startup built to challenge Google? To understand that move, you have to understand him. Before he was a billionaire on a yacht, before he became the face of luxury capitalism, Jeff Bezos was a man obsessed with data. In the 1994, when most people did not even know what the internet was, Jeff Bezos saw it as the single greatest data pipeline in the human history. Amazon was not just about selling books, it was about understanding pupils. Jeff Bezos realized something long before the world did, which is data is the ultimate power. Every time you bought something, Amazon learned what you like, what you feared, and what you might buy next. That knowledge made Jeff Bezos the richest man alive. And yet, Jeff Bezos was never chasing money, he was chasing efficiency, the purest form of control. By 2020, the world has entered a new era. AI was not a buzzword anymore, it was the next oil rush. OpenAI shocked the world, Google panicked, and Microsoft made its move. Bing, the search engine no one used, suddenly had the brain of ChatGPT, and overnight the AI search war began. But in the middle of this chaos, Jeff Bezos made a quiet move. He did not build a chatbot, he backed an answer engine. Think about it. Google monetized attention, Jeff Bezos monetized behavior. And Perplexity sits exactly between them. With every question user asks, Perplexity learned what the world want to know, not what they click, what they think. That's not a search engine. That's a human consciousness map. Bezos' empire already control how we shop, how we read, and how we store data in the cloud. But now, he is stepping into how we search for truth. Perplexity is trained on the entire open web, but it filters out noise like fake news, SEO spam, and ad content. It's not just finding data, it's curating reality. Imagine owning the engine that decides what the truth looks like. That's the game Jeff Bezos is playing. By 2025, Perplexity has crossed 100 million monthly visits. Its app became a cult favorite among researchers, creators, and tech enthusiasts. It was not mainstream yet, but it was trusted, and that's what made it dangerous. Because Google's biggest threat is not another Google, it's a company that makes you never need Google again. And somewhere in Seattle, Jeff Bezos just smiled. Because for him, this was not just a business, it's a legacy. Inside a glass tower in Mountain View, California, something unusual is happening. For the first time in decades, Google is scared. In 2023, ChatGPT hit 100 million users in just 2 months. But that was not the real problem. The real problem was what comes after. Perplexity was not trying to be popular, it was trying to be useful. And in this process, it exposed everything wrong with Google. There was a time Google was the world's most loved company. Its mission, organize the world's information. But somewhere along the way, that mission became monetized. Search results become a battlefield of advertisers, fake blogs, and algorithm tricks. People were not getting answers, they were getting manipulated. And that's when a new question appeared online, typed millions of times by frustrated users. And almost poetically, the answer came from Perplexity. While tech giants fought for headlines, Perplexity stays silent. No billion-dollar ads, no celebrity endorsements. Just engineers refining the engine. They called it the answer engine loop. The more questions people ask, the smarter it gets. It does not rank pages, it learns connections. Every answer makes the next one better. Google show you the options, but Perplexity show you the understanding. Inside Google, executives began an emergency project, codenamed Maggie. Their goal, rebuild Google search with AI at its core. But there was a problem. You can't reinvent something that's already profitable. Google could not abandon ads. Perplexity never had to include them. One was chasing clicks, the other was chasing truth. And as 2024 unfolded, the numbers told a story. The war was not fought in headlines, it was fought in tabs. Quietly, millions began to switching tabs. And here's the part most people don't see. Google and Perplexity don't just compete for searches, they compete for something far deeper. The human habit of curiosity. Every time you ask a question, you are teaching one of them how to think. And in 2025, the smarter one wins. For the first time since 1998, Google's monopoly is cracking. 4 engineers, 1 vision, and a billionaire who saw the future before everyone else. This is not just a story of technology, it's a story of evolution. Search is no longer about finding answer, it's about understanding truth. And for now, the world's most powerful company is losing that war. Every light you see is someone asking a question. Every second, millions of humans reach out to machines. Not for information but for understanding. For decades, we believed the internet would make us wiser, but somewhere along the way, it made us louder. We stopped listening to learn, we start listening to win. And yet, somewhere in a small office in San Francisco, a new idea is being written line by line. An idea that knowledge should be free from noise, that answer should come with evidence, that technology should serve curiosity, not control it. They call it an answer engine. But maybe it's something bigger. When the next generation grows up, they won't type questions into a box, they will talk to knowledge itself. They won't scroll through 10 blue links or fight through SEO traps and pop-ups. They will ask one question and get a real answer, built from truth. And that simple idea could change the world. As AI grows, so does deception. What happens when machine create false reality and we can't tell the difference? In a future where every answer comes from an algorithm, the real question becomes who programmed the truth. Perplexity stands at the center of that question. If it succeeds, we may enter a new reality of understanding. If it fails, truth itself could collapse into code. He does not see himself as a founder, He see himself as a custodian of curiosity. In a world drowning in answers, he built a company that still asks questions. And that, more than money, more than fame, is what makes revolutions. Every empire begins with dominance, but every revolution begins with doubt. Google taught the world to search, Perplexity may teach it to think. Because every revolution starts with a question. And maybe, just maybe, this one will start with perplexity. Thank you so much for watching the whole video. If this video hit you, please hit the subscribe button. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.